Hello my little fibre friends, how are you all doing? It's a Saturday and it's the 9th of January. I've had a really busy week this week. I've made lots of new YouTube friends, lots of new subscribers on my channel. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy. Pull up a chair and a drink and enjoy my little chit chat. I'll go through some whips, finished item that I've finally finished, what else, and other things I want to talk about. So the first project that I've actually finished is my chevron cushion cover. It's the first one I've ever made and I'm really proud of it, and it's lovely and squishy and so that is what I've finished. I'm so pleased with it. Can you see? Oh, and it's lovely and comfortable and it sits behind me. So that's that. What else have I finished? Well, last week I showed you one of my whips and I didn't have the yarn. So this is the yarn that I'm using, and it is, let me just get my label, it's a Cedar Snuggly 100% cotton, and it's 50 grams, 106 meters, 116 yards approximately, and it's made in the UK by a company called Cedar, but it's under license in Turkey. So it's a really lovely colour. I'm trying to see if I can find the colour, what it says, because there's like two ball bands, but it doesn't say. No, it doesn't. It just says the shade 756. So I finished the front. That look nice. So I finished the front and yesterday, and I've done this much on the front. So I went at it yesterday, big style. So that's that. And then Judy's birthstone make along, and I've started. I've never taken part in a cal or a mal or whatever you want to call it. So the birthstone was garnet, so I've chosen this deep, and I'm doing the thicket stitch, but she says 4 rows a month, but I'm thinking I might do 10 rows a month. I'm doing a throw actually. So yeah, so I've got another 6 rows of that because I'm going to go do 10 rows, because otherwise it's not going to be big enough. And I'm using this, it's for the face colour anyway, this I'm using Women's Institute 100% double knit, and it's exclusive to Hobbycraft here in the UK. A minimum of 3p from the sale of this item will be given to the National Federation of Women's Institute. So it's, you know, it's for a good cause. Right, so this colour is plum, and it's 100% acrylic, 250 meters, tumble dry, don't bleach, mild wash, 6mm hook, or that's US needles, and 4mm hook. So I am using, I used the 4mm hook, but I didn't, it was not quite, so I've moved up to a 5mm. So that's that. So I've still got 10 rows of that. I've got that jumper to finish, which I'm hoping to finish this week. It's just, let me just show you the pattern just to refresh your memory. It's a very old pattern. That's the pattern I'm doing. So I'm hoping to get that finished this week. My jumper, which I'm doing, I finished the back. So I'm really pleased. So what I've decided is, I'll just show you the pattern and let you know. So the pattern, I've made it longer here because I'd rather it not be up near me. Anyway, I've made it longer, but I'm not sure if you can see the sleeves. Can you see the sleeves? It's got the same pattern as that. I'm not doing that. I'm going to do kind of a 3/4 sleeve, not tight to the arm, but quite loose. So it's a nice summery top to put on, which is, if it gets a bit chilly, I can put it on over a dress or whatever, or you know, if I've got a t-shirt on and I'm wearing my jeans. But I think that'll look really nice with jeans. What do you think? I love the colours. So I'm thinking spring because it is so cold in the UK. Let me just get my phone and I can tell you how many degrees it is. Oh, excuse me. So let's see what the temperature's like here today. 0 degrees Celsius. I haven't got a clue what that is in Fahrenheit. So it's very cold. Very cold. And when I got up this morning, the sun was out. It was, even though it was cold, but we've been for our walk. You know, every Saturday Rick and I go for a nice long walk. And as we were walking, the mist was coming down, and because the sun was shining, you could see all the little, it looked like fairy dust, little sparkles of the mist, because it's quite moist. It's moist air, isn't it? But you could see it all, and it just looked like fairy dust. So that made my day. And then I showed you the little list that I started. I can never say it. Amigurumi cat. Do you want to see what I've done so far? That's what I've done so far. Is sorry, my little pussycat's a she. Isn't she gorgeous? Look, little foot, little paw. So I think I might give her little eyelashes, and I'll give her whiskers. Obviously I've not with those whiskers. And I've started the other paw. Look. So cute. So cute. So that got 4 whips on the go at the moment. I told you that I bought a yarn winder. Here's the bit of paper gone. So I bought a Cute Hill ball winder, and I've used it for the first time. So I put it all together, and I'm quite impressed. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I'm really impressed with it. And I had this brown yarn that I had left over from putting the edging on this blanket. I put it into a cake. So I'm well impressed with my little self. So that'll go on my shelf. So there's that. I told you as well that I bought myself this hug light. It's Vecchia. Well, I didn't buy it, my husband bought it me. And then I just take it out and shit. I've not used it yet because I've not used. So it goes around like that. So, and the light is very bright, as you can see. I'm not going to point it at you. The light is very bright. So I need to turn that off so I don't waste it. There we go. So I'm quite impressed with it. It's quite nice and comfy on the neck. Nice and comfy on the neck and that. And the arms are quite malleable as well. So, and that ball winder my husband bought for me for Christmas, and this is what he bought me for Christmas as well. So I haven't got a clue what the prices are, because obviously they were a gift. So yeah, so I'm hoping to give this bad boy a little run out, and once I do, I'll let you know how I get on and what my opinions are of them. of it. So yeah, so that's that. I have got my giveaway going on at the moment, and that's going well. Well, good luck to everybody who's left a comment. I do post worldwide. Now, and that, so hop along and check it out. I'll actually put the link underneath in the description box to the giveaway. So if you've missed it, check out all my other crochet videos. There's not many because I've only been crocheting since November, but I'm not an advanced crochet. I would say I'm kind of intermediate. I'm not advanced by any means. No, there's things I haven't got a clue how to do, but I'm learning something new every week, and I've made lots of new friends, and I just love being part of the community. Granny D, I managed to make it to her live yesterday. One of her squirrels, as she calls us. Who else? Ladybird, Lisa, who's a Brit here in UK, so that's nice. And then Ursula in South Africa, who's Oh My Granny Square. If you've not checked them out, check them out. I just love their accents. Granny D, she cracks me up. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady. And Ursula, you're all really welcoming. I was so surprised at the welcome that I received from everybody in the crochet community. It's just lovely. I really do enjoy being part of this crochet community, and it's making my journey in crocheting so much. It gives me so much joy. And I really enjoy it. I enjoy being in my little crochet nook. I'm crochet away, and I'm listening to lives, or I'm listening to videos and watching tutorials, and it is just fabulous. So what do I want to talk about? What else have I got to talk about? Well, here in the UK, on Tuesday we were put into lockdown again. This second virus of the COVID is really, really bad, and we've lost a lot of people, a really lot of people. The deaths is just even worse than when we got the COVID in when it started last April. So and that's to people's stupidity of not adhering to the rules. I think, you know, rules are put in place for at the moment by the government for our own safety, and people are just not listening, and they're putting not only their own lives at risk but everybody else's lives at risk. And you've just got to be so you know, I'm just so careful when I go out. I mean, as you know, I look after my dad, so I'm terrified of giving him anything. But thank goodness he's had both of his COVID injections, so that's a bit of peace of mind for me and Rick. And but I wish people would just listen to what they're being told. You know, what can you say? What can you say? You can't say a lot, can you? But that's my opinion, and you know, I'm allowed that. So I talked about my resolutions last week. So this week's my I thought I'd talk a bit about my goals, what I want to achieve this year. Obviously I want to become more what's the word I'm looking for? Proficient in the crochet, you know, of patterns and whatever. And I'll be honest with you, I've been knitting since I was 5. I mean, I've not knitted for a few years now, and I'd rather crochet, in all honesty. I wish I'd learnt to crochet when I was 5. Because what I don't know about knitting, you could put on a postage stamp, and it's the opposite way around for crocheting. But I suppose because I followed knitting patterns, and I was really frightened to follow a crochet pattern. Isn't that silly? Anyway, so I think because I've had that many years following knitting patterns, the crocheting patterns weren't as difficult as I thought they were. I mean, once you find this out, once you know your stitches, and obviously my patterns are in English, obviously with me living in England. So as I said before, I learnt crochet using the American. So I kind of, the first couple of times I started reading the pattern and I was reading it wrong, and then once I realised I was reading it wrong, it kind of all clicked for me. So yeah, so I can follow English, but I can also follow American, so, which is good. It's good because Julie, Whippy Chick, I showed you the berry last week. Was it last week I showed you the berry? Might have been last week, yeah. So last week I showed you the berry that I made, and I followed her pattern, which was American, and I had no problems. So I'm having no problems at the moment switching between English and American, so I'm really pleased about that. Anyway, that's one of my goals. One of my goals personally, for me personally, is to continue with my walking, making sure I get out at least 4 times a week, and it just invigorates me. And while I'm walking, obviously I'm chatting to my husband. I'm chatting to my husband, and but when we're not talking, things are running through my mind of planning things, and so it's good time out, away from technology, away from everything. I leave my phone, everything's at home, and I just go for a walk, which is to it just invigorates me, and my little brain's grey matter is kind of working overtime, and I'm thinking of things and I'm planning ahead, which is what I do, you know, kind of. A little bit about my background. My work background anyway, I was a PA in research department in the Children's Hospital in Liverpool, Alder Hey. So I've got a lot of organisational skills, and they have transferred. I retired in March 2011, so it's coming up to 10 years this March. I was lucky enough to be able to retire when I was just after I was 50. I was 50 in the September, and I retired the following March. And so those organisational skills that I had in place in work, they've just transferred across, first to my card making and my mixed media, and now it's transferred into my crocheting, which is really good. So yeah, so on the personal side, and also to maintain my weight, it's taken me a long time to lose the weight that I needed to lose, and I want to maintain it. And walking excuse me, walking has helped me a lot with that, and re-educating what I eat and the way, you know, and not pressurising myself if I have a piece of chocolate, if I have a cream cake, or not pressurising myself and saying, oh, that's it, my diet's gone, or whatever. It's not gone, because you just put a line under it. And I think if you, especially food wise, I've found over the years that I've been following Slimming World, I've found that the more I deny myself, the more pressure. The more I do, if I want a piece of chocolate, I think, no, I can't have it today. The more I do that, the more I want it. And once I've had that piece of chocolate, I'm fine. I move on and I get on with the day. So that's that. Be more positive about events that I have no control over. I kind of, I would say I'm a bit of a control freak. I like to have control of, you know, things that I can't control. So that I'm not kind of, what my philosophy is going to be for this year is what will be, will be. If it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. I can't control the outcome. It'll happen whether or not I want it to or not. So that's what I plan to do this year. How I go about it is another matter, but I'm just chilling out. Shut the door, come in here, get my crochet hook out and just let the world go by. And another thing is, the last thing I put is don't pressurise myself. If I don't finish something, that's fine. It'll be finished tomorrow. Yeah, so no pressurising myself. And in a way, I think since I've started crocheting, I have started to do that. Not pressure. C'est la vie. If it's meant to be finished today, it will be. If it's not, it'll be done tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. And live each day. Live each day to the fullest. You never know what's around the corner, do you? So yeah, so I've had a really, really good productive week this year, and I mean, I just can't express how much it means to be for me personally, because I'm sat here in my, yes, I've got Rick and he's in and out. He has his hobby. At the moment he's out in the garden because we're having out, as you walk out the conservatory, we're having a patio area built. So once that's all done, I'll show you. So yeah, so what will be, so he has his there. Sorry, I've gone off at a tangent again, haven't I? That's me. I'm a nutter sometimes, but if you don't laugh, you'll cry, won't you? So gosh, I forgot what I was saying now. What was I saying? Oh, I know. So I'm sat here on my own. Obviously, we can't visit friends or whatever. So for me to be able to reach out in Cyberland, in YouTube land, I've got all of you lovely crocheters and knitters as well, coming into my home, and you brighten my day. You really do. And I'm crocheting along and listening to you and putting my little tuppence pennyworth in, and so it's really, really nice that I've got you all coming into my home via my iPad. I have my arm, I have this arm, and I put it down here, I put my iPad there, and I sit, get comfy, and I listen to you all, leave comments, give likes. So that's all from me for this week. I know I've waffled on a bit, but I hope you are all well. Please take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Keep distances. And enjoy your crocheting, hooking, knitting, whatever your hobby is. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Whatever you do, be kind to yourselves. And that is so important, especially at the times like this. Be kind to yourself and don't pressurise yourself. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. I do enjoy reading your comments, and I do try and answer all your comments. Obviously, on my giveaways I don't answer, I just give you all a little heart. But do check out my giveaway. It goes on until the last Tuesday of this month, which I think, I can't see because I haven't got my distance glasses on, which is the last Tuesday of this month. So you've still got 2 weeks. and take care. Love you all. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and take care. Bye bye for now.